Good morning. This is Duane Lowry for the DPP Grain Desk. It's currently early Monday morning, June 24th. I did not get the Sunday night video done on Sunday night. Obviously, travel plans made it difficult, and so I decided I would wait till this morning. I think there's probably another reason I didn't do it last night. It would have been late. Plus, I'm not exactly sure what I wanted to say in the Sunday night video. As we look ahead here, we got an important set of reports due out on Friday from USDA. Acreage and quarterly stocks, they're always significant. They always have the potential of offering a lot of surprises. This year we have a situation where acreage, final acreage is going to be different than what was expected in March, what was expected in April, and even earlier mid-May. Still a lot of uncertainty as to exactly what the acreage mix is going to look like. Most seem to believe we've lost 2 million acres of corn. Some feel we've lost more than that. Most feel that some of those acres have gone to soybeans. Others feel there's been a larger amount of acres that went to prevent plant. I don't think we had that large a quantity of prevent plant acres, but it appears that we've had a fair amount of switching that has taken place. But probably at least as significant in my mind is the late and slow crop development that we've got in most areas. Most areas are well behind normal, some significantly behind normal. The temperature themes have been cool for early development. It's been too wet in a lot of areas. Even looking ahead to the 2-week forecast now, the forecast is fairly cool. A lot of below normal temperature outlooks out there for the next couple of weeks. It certainly can be labeled as non-threatening, and the trade's current sentiment is very bearish. And with that type of bias, we're going to look at this type of forecast and view it as non-threatening and view it as bearish. I think there's an understandable reason to do that, but in the same token, when you've got the crops so far behind normal, I'm not sure that below temperature themes is exactly what is desired either. I'm not sure that's the most favorable, but it is probably accurate that it's non-threatening. As we look ahead to this week's reports, we find the markets that are on the bottom side of parameters over the last couple of months, and we find a technical makeup of the markets that I don't think is conducive to establishing new short positions. I think we've got a dangerous situation for bears to be this bearish going into these reports. The sentiment doesn't seem to have much respect for either a bullish surprise or any type of change or turnaround in weather or crop conditions or what have you. The market is leaning pretty hard on the bearish side of the trade, and I don't think the technical conditions are conducive to that, or at least it threatens, offers warnings to bears for bearish positioning here, and I find it dangerous to take short positions going into Friday's reports. Hedges might be somewhat different, but I think we've got a lot of growing season ahead. I don't think we're off to the best of starts. I think we've got the type of conditions and early starts that tend to be difficult to recover from, these excessive moisture situations. There's going to be a fair amount of holes in parts of the western or northwestern Midwest. The rest of the Midwest may not have those type of problems, but they still face crop development that's behind normal, and we still have the potential for some change in weather pattern ahead of us. Pollen, until we get into a period where the 2-week forecast gets us into and through a pollination window, I think the market's going to be somewhat uncomfortable pressing the short side of the bottom side of parameters that we've had over the last couple of months, and that's basically where we find ourselves right now. So when I look at all that, I don't find it that attractive to either hold or establish short positions going into what I consider to be major reports. This week will be a lot about pre-report positioning. We come in here Sunday night and Monday, and the trade is looking at non-threatening weather, and the trade has a bearish sentiment, and so we're lower. But whether we're able to maintain that type of weakness going into the report, I personally doubt it. I think there's going to be some type of short covering activity and limited willingness to establish new short positions in front of these reports. So look at the markets here early Monday morning. Weakness is being in the process of probably establishing the bottom side parameters for this week's trade, or at least this week's pre-report trade, and I would consider coming away from any type of bearish positioning. So for the DPP grain desk, this has been Duane Lowry. Thank you.